This is a story all about how me and the Minguez met downtown. Chilling out and relaxing, all cool. Okay, fine. I give up. I thought it was gonna be cute and it wasn't. Anyway, this is my rendition of how Eric and I met. We're both gonna record it separately and see how the stories match up. I feel like it's just gonna be tragic.
Action. Alright, I'm gonna tell you about the time that I first met Yani. It was many years ago. Hey, what are you doing, man?
It ain't even cuffing season, so why you all up on my line? Yeah, I know I would be lying if I said you didn't catch my eye, but it ain't even cuffing.
Let me tell you about the first time I met Yani. It was many years ago. I've always known her brother. We used to work together at the same spot. And one day he approaches me. He says, "Yo, what's up? My sister's shooting a video. Would you like to be a part of it?"
Okay, let's say I was 15, maybe. And I was doing a music video for a song that I just did. And I was looking for like a love interest. And my brother was just like, hey, I have a friend who would probably be perfect for this role, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatevs. Is he cute? He's like, yeah, he's a good looking guy. You know how guys are, whatever. So, day of the shoot, and I hadn't met the guy, and in walks Eric.
Pull up to the driveway, and I enter the house, and I see her over by a mirror. She's getting her makeup done and all that. Didn't really pay any mind. She was underage. I'm glad I didn't. She was underage, and you know I ain't trying to get caught up.
We really didn't say much to each other for real. We just got thrown into the scene and made it happen. It was kind of awkward. He was pretty shy. I was pretty shy. He was way older than me, so I wasn't even thinking on those terms. Like, he was my brother's friend, and I was just like, okay, can't wait for this to be over. And so we did that music video. It was called Any Minute Now. Good song. And then after that, I never talked to him for years. Like, I don't know, it just was what it was. And he wasn't like one of my brother's good friends where he like came over all the time or whatever, so didn't really think about him either.
Fast forward, I run into her brother again. This is like maybe like 10 years down the road or whatnot. I run into her brother. Where were we? We were at Tony's.
I go to the bar with my brother and my friend, and lo and behold, who's there? None other than Eric Dominguez.
And I see her brother in there. He says, "What's up?" I say, "What's up?" He comes in there with, you know, Stacy and Yani.
And my brother goes to talk to him, and he's like, yo, you remember Eric? And I was just like, yeah, I remember you from that video.
Her and I, we stayed in touch a little bit, like, barely.
I never talked to him for years.
You know, through social media or whatnot. And, you know, I see her and I say hello. She says hello. Nothing really went down that night.
The kicker was he was there with his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. I don't know what she was. And he claims that I went out of my way and gave him a hug.
She went out her way to make sure she gave me a hug. So, you know, I peeped that.
I could have hugged him because I am a hugger, but I did not go out of my way to do it.
I was like, oh, this girl, I think she's feeling me.
But I do remember telling my brother, like, when we left, like, oh, guys, your friend kind of cute. And he was like, yeah, Eric used to get all the girls. Because they used to work together. And I was like, oh, he's that kind of nigga. But it was all good because after I saw his girlfriend, I was like, I won't get into that.
Nothing went down that night.
Nothing went down that night. Nothing went down that night. Nothing happens that day.
Years later, a couple boyfriends later, my brother had a birthday. And it was just like a dinner at Papa Do's. And it was family and friends.
Anyway, I hit him up. I tell him happy birthday, and I ask him what he's doing for his birthday, what he's getting into, and he says, we're going to Papa Dough, having a birthday dinner. You're more than welcome to come.
We was all sitting around, tee-hee-hen, and in walks Eric. And I was like, well, alrighty. Didn't know he was invited. And so he was late. So he goes to sit down, and I was like, oh, my, has he grown.
It's a big round table. His family's there. Yanni's there. She's sitting across the table from me, and we eat. Everyone's chilling, talking, having a good time. She orders like this huge, large French fries.
I ordered some fries. He probably will say that I only offered them to him.
She went out her way to offer me some French fries.
But I'm sure I offered them around the table. And then, I also constantly caught him looking at me. But I was also looking at him. So I was okay with it. I watched him watch me. He watched me watch him. Played that game for a while. And my brother was like, he wanted to go to Barnacles. That's the bar here in Atlanta. I was getting in the car and I was like, hey, Eric, are you going to Barnacles? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to go. And I was like, okay, cool.
Her brother, out in the foyer area, he's like, yo, we about to go to Barnacles. And he was like, yo, hey, you coming to Barnacles? I was like, well, I'm not sure. I'm probably going to turn it in.
I got in the car with my brother. And he was like, damn, that nigga just told me that he was about to go home. I wonder what changed his mind.
Then I see her, and she was like, Eric, you coming to Barnacles? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm coming to Barnacles. We go to Barnacles, really not socializing with her that much. Some other stuff went down that night. I ran into someone else I knew.
He was super shy, super standoffish, and I'm not the type to approach you really. And so I was like, okay, I see you like me, or you looking at me like a whole snack. So why don't you just come over here and start talking to me? That's kind of how I felt. And that's what I told my friend Stacy. Hey, man.
And, I'm hesitant about approaching her because, she's with someone. I'm thinking, or I'm assuming she's with someone. So I thought it was her boyfriend the whole time. It was her cousin.
Then her ass went over there to him, was like, yo, why you ain't talking? He was like, oh, my bad. I just got a lot on my mind. I was like, okay. So then we all went over to the dance floor, started dancing. Everybody was there. It was just really cool, real chill. And then everyone disappeared for some reason. I have no idea where they went. And so it was just me and Eric. And I was like, well, all right. We were dancing, but, not with each other. It was more so just, kind of like a bop. So I don't know if I would really call it dancing. It was just like, what's up, bro? So I felt awkward not to say anything.
We talking a little bit, chopping it up.
I don't remember what I said, but I do remember I had on some really high heels and a really big hat to cover my face because I got a facial and my face was red and ridiculous. Worst day for that. So I had to really lift my hat. This is the hat. So I literally had to bend down and lift it like this and be like, how old are you? How old are you? Because he was a little short and I was really tall that day. He told me that he thought one of my cousins that I was sitting next to was my boyfriend, and that's why he didn't talk to me, I guess.
I thought it was her boyfriend the whole time. It was her cousin.
No. It's my cousin. And then I asked him how old he was. He said a ridiculous ass number. I was like, boy, stop lying. Like, stop. It's not cute. He was like, no, I really am. And I was like, what? He had to show me his ID because I did not believe him. So basically it was like, well, damn, boo. You've been drinking that fucking water of youth. I was like, okay. Okay.
I get her phone number and I ask what I should save her as. You know, she goes by Yani or Tori. She asked if I remember her name during, from the conversation we had. I said, of course, it's Tori.
He was still kind of like super shy, and I was like, God damn it. Like, I'm shy enough. Come on. And I basically was like, so are you gonna ask me for my number? Which was really aggressive of me.
But what do you want me to save you as? She was like, Tori. So I was like, oh, this girl, she really feeling me or whatnot. She wants me to save her under her real name.
Bravo. Put my number in his phone like a thirsty ass bitch. I didn't give a fuck. And after that, we probably talked every day after that.
Pretty much, it just all starts from there. We hang out a few times. Once turned to twice turns to 3 times, 4, 5. We stayed in touch a little bit.
We probably talked every day after that.
Because here I am now. I'm her boyfriend. She's my girlfriend. And like 10 years ago, we did that music video. And in that video, I'm like the man of her dreams. So I guess she could say she found the man of her dreams. And it's funny because one time we was looking at a picture of that she took that day of the music shoot, the video shoot. And behind her, there's a picture of her and I, as if we were a couple. And we weren't even thought of as a couple at that time. Like, this is years later, and here we are. I hope she finds that picture one day, because it's probably worth posting up or hanging on the wall or something. It's just funny to me. But yeah, that's a quick story of how we met. Pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. Yeah, and that's it. That's how we met.
That's how me and Boo met. And I don't know, I think it's a really cute story. Funny thing is, I wasn't looking for anything serious. Like, it ain't even cuffing season, bro. What is you doing?
It ain't even cuffing season, so why you all up on my line? Yeah, I know I would be lying if I said you didn't catch my eye. But it ain't even cuffing season. Yeah, it ain't even cuffing season.
Yeah, I was scrolling down your line. I would have to admit that, oh, you so fine.